Hi, Sean Smith here,
Tasha Smith,
my
hi.
beautiful wife. Welcome to this week's episode of Abundant UTV. We've got an important topic that we really want to talk to you guys about today, and we feel it's vitally important because it's something that we get asked about a lot. It's something we have had to deal with a lot ourselves during our journey towards wealth and abundance. And we've got a few tips that we want to share with you, and that's basically 4 wealth building tips to help you achieve a better financial life.
Right, and we know that we all have financial issues. That's a big struggle in everybody's life, relationship, and just trying to figure it out through your journey. So we just want to share these few tips with you to help you along your journey. So Sean's going to start out with number one.
Yes, so the first tip is plan and budget. And I know when you hear the word budget, you might be going, oh, great, I have to budget, and that means I won't have any money because I've got to be strict. But I want you to think about it in the context of a business plan, okay? And the reason why I say that is because think about every multi-million-dollar or billion-dollar company that exists today. They wouldn't be that successful had they not had some kind of a budget that dictated how they were going to plan and spend their money.
Right, and when we say budget, just like Sean had said, you need to know where all of your money is going throughout your monthly income. And so that's the best way to track it when we say budget. So tracking your income during the month is the most and best and most resourceful way of know where you are spending, where you're overspending, and things that you don't even know you're spending money on. That happens to be revealed during your budgeting process.
Yeah, and you will actually find that you'll find a lot more
You'll
money.
find some more money.
Yeah,
which is always great. More money. More money.
Who wants more
money?
money?
Yeah.
All right, so the next tip is invest first, spend second. Now, this is something that a lot of people struggle with is, they don't understand the concept of pay yourself first. And really what we mean by invest first or pay yourself first and then spend second is we basically mean take a percentage of your income, maybe 5 to 10%. We recommend starting with at least 10% if you can swing it. If not, start with something, anything. But start with at least 10% and set it aside into an emergency fund and or an investment account. We recommend you do both if you possibly can. So you put some money aside in an emergency fund, a savings fund, use an envelope, a coffee can. We have a coffee can.
Yeah. So like he said, put some away. Now, most people tell you to put away 10%, which would be fantastic. And sometimes we all know that we don't necessarily have 10% to put away. So we just strongly suggest put away whatever you can. Set a goal for yourself. Like if you receive cash, for instance, inside of your household income, put that cash away into your coffee can, put it in the closet, forget it's there, remove it from your disposable income so you're not going to go in there and take that cash out and go spend it on something else. And you'll learn as you forget about it, it'll just continue to grow, and then all of a sudden you'll have $200, $300, $400 in that coffee can, and then you can put it away for investing into some kind of investment account or something.
Yeah, and we do suggest that you set up an investment account. Even if you don't put any money in it, it's free to open. There are no minimum deposits, and you need to make sure that you have an investment account. If you can swing putting money into an emergency fund and putting a percentage of your regular income into an investment account, we highly recommend it. And you don't need to necessarily know how to invest at that point. You just need to get in the habit of doing it, because if you get in the habit of doing it, then the investing education can come at a later date, and we'd love to help you with that because that's something that I definitely love to do. I'm very passionate about it.
Absolutely.
So just keep that in mind. Make sure that you set that money aside. Invest first and spend second. And when we say spend second, that means after you've saved and invested, you need to structure your expenses and spending habits into what is left after you've saved and invested. That's extremely key and important.
Right. And I want to add one thing to the practical spend second. If you want something, sometimes it's okay to say no. You have to say no sometimes to get ahead in your whole journey of being prosperous and being a wealth management person or educator. And the end result, you need to learn to say no to some things for your instant gratification, to know that on the back end, you're going to be successful and have more money.
And very rewarded, too.
Yes.
So the next point that we want to talk about is you need to find a way to create multiple passive income streams. Okay, it doesn't matter how you do it. There are plenty of opportunities that exist today for you to create multiple income streams. But the key here that doesn't mean go work more hours at a second or third job. What that means is you need to find ways to create a passive income, an income that keeps coming in long after you've done the work to create that income. You could start a home-based business. You can learn to invest. You can start your own traditional business. There are multiple ways and multiple things that you can do to actually create multiple passive incomes. You know, it's said that the average millionaire has at least on a minimum 7 different income streams, and almost every one of them are passive income streams. So you can actually start doing this while you're working your full-time job if you work a full-time job. But you need to start exploring ways for you to create multiple passive incomes, because that's going to really give you a stable foundation when one of them goes away or there's a significant life change in your life. At least you'll have some kind of security blanket from that effort that will at least support you and guide you and help you continue to build your wealth and prosper.
Right. And sometimes, guys, that totally means that you're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone box. You're going to have to tiptoe outside of it.
That's vital.
And so it is very important that you realize and understand that most people that are wealthy in this world and that have stepped outside of that, they have stepped outside of that box and are achieving different streams of income inside of their household beyond their job, beyond their 40-hour-a-week job, 20-hour-a-week job, whatever. But they are stepping outside of the box to get some more residual income into their life.
Yeah, so
it's
very important.
important.
Expand your comfort zone. That's basically what she's saying. Don't be afraid to make scary decisions. If they're not scary enough, you're not making the right decisions. So just remember that.
Right.
Okay, and last but not least, and this is probably the most important one, be consistent.
Yeah. Number one, I will say be consistent, because sometimes when you set a goal for yourself, you're like, okay, well, if I forget about it this week, I'll do it next week. I'll do it the next week. Well, if you're me in our household, if I put it aside and forget about it for a week, then I don't ever catch back up.
Yeah.
So really what we're saying to you is, if you are doing some kind of structuring on your budget of saving whatever you can, $1, $2, whatever a week, put it away every single week. Stay true to your commitment to yourself, because that's really the most important thing. You need to stay true to your commitment to yourself, your family, and what you want to achieve 10, 20 years down the road, because that is the most vital decision you can make.
Yeah, consistency is the key to success at anything you do. It doesn't matter if you're trying to save, improve your financial well-being, lose weight, build a business. The point is you've got to be consistent. So if you say, I'm going to set aside 10% every single pay period, or every month, do it and stick to it and be religious about it.
Right. And if you can't do it some weeks, we totally understand that, because sometimes we can't do it some weeks, but put it down that you didn't save that amount of money, the extra 10% or whatever, and then catch up to it. Catch up to it the next week, or catch up and pay yourself back over a period of time, so you do catch up to the final amount that you want.
Yep. So guys, that's our 4 tips to, helping you build a better financial well-being and a better financial life. And we hope you take this to heart and put these tips into action. If you like today's video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Sean and Tasha. Just subscribe to it. As always, the conversation happens best over on our blog at SeanandTasha.com. So you can go over there, comment, give us some feedback. We want to know what tips that you might have that will help you or are helping you increase and improve and do smart money management, and improve your financial life.
Yes, and we'd love to hear from you. So please comment, share all of the things that Sean has said. Come visit us at SeanandTasha.com, and we will see you next week on Bennett UTV.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Bye.